Shabbat Shalom to the few of you who are here. It's wonderful to see you. And of course, Shabbat Shalom to everybody watching us on the World Wide Web. It is wonderful to be together. Even when we cannot be together physically, we know we are together in spirit, and I think that's probably what counts most of all. It's always good to have another week under our belts, and it's always good to let this week go with some Shabbat Ruach, some Shabbat spirit, and some Shabbat tunes. If you are at home and you have your candles lit, and if you are here and you are going to watch our candles, I invite everyone to rise and turn to page 4 for the blessing over the candles.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
And you may be seated as we welcome the Shabbat angels, page 5, Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitchem leShalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Let us go and sing to Adonai, L'chuna ranana l'Adonai, page 11.
L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana l'Adonai, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzurishenu, nekadma fanav betoda. Naria, naria, letzurishenu, bizmirot naria lo. L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana l'Adonai. L'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana, l'chuna ranana l'Adonai.
In this next bit from Kabbalat Shabbat, which we pull from Psalm 96, we say that even the trees of the forest will sing praise to God. Yismechu HaShamayim, page 14.
Yismechu HaShamayim, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ. יירם הים, יירם הים, יירם הים ומלואו, יירם הים, יירם הים, יירם הים ומלואו. ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ. יירם הים, יירם הים, יירם הים ומלואו, יירם הים, יירם הים, יירם הים ומלואו.
Our tradition knows that it's hard to think of things in an abstract way, so in Lecha Dodi we imagine Shabbat to be a bride. Page 23, Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. lecha דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה, ולתהילה. lecha דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. lecha דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. lecha דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. We rise and face the door. לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום נותנת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני הבשגולה. בואי חלה, בואי, בואי חלה. lecha דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. lecha דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
And you may be seated if you are standing. It is always good to thank God, and that's why, well, we have Tov Lehodot. Tov Lehodot, page 27.
טוב, טוב, טוב להודות, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר, ולזמר, ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב, טוב, טוב להודות, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר, ולזמר, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. טוב, טוב, טוב להודות, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר, ולזמר, ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב, טוב, טוב להודות, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר, ולזמר, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב, טוב להודות, טוב להודות לאדוני.
To those whose hearts are heavy with mourning, today I say in behalf of the entire congregation, may God comfort you along with all the mourners in Zion and Jerusalem. If you are currently in mourning or if you are observing a yard site, I invite you to rise, to turn to page 30 for the Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirotei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon u'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'izman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam almei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudesha, leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiram be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mrumav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. I invite everyone now to rise to turn to page 39 for the Baruch.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
You may be seated. With timeless love, God has loved all of God's people, including the house of Israel. Ahavat Olam, page 40.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Beit Yisrael, Amechavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limata, Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, B'shochveinu, B'shochveinu, U'kumeinu, Nasiach, Nasiach, Nasiach b'chukecha, Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Beit Yisrael, Amachavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limata, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, U'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, Ki hei mechayenu ve'olech yameinu, Uvahem negei yomam v'layla, Ve'ahavadcha, al tasir mimenu le'olamim, Baruch ata Adonai ohev amo Yisrael, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, v'chol levavecha, v'chol nafshecha, u'v'chol me'odecha, ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi metzavecha, hayom al levavecha, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לו תותפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
We continue silently with the paragraphs on page 42.
Adonai Elohechem Emet.
Who is like you, Adonai, among the mighty? Who is like you, adorned in holiness, revered in praise, working wonders? Mi Chamocha, page 44.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh nora, nora tehilot. Ose pele, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh nora, nora tehilot. Ose pele. Malchutcha ra'u vanecha bokei hayam lifnei Moshe zeili anu ve'amru mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh nora nora tehilot. Ose pele, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh nora, nora tehilot. Ose pele. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh nora, nora tehilot. Ose pele.
Thank you, Cantor, for a rendition of Mi Chamocha that is going to be stuck in my head for a very long time. So,
Hopefully.
yeah, and I'm not the only one who feels that way. Hopefully you do too, in a good way. Hashkivenu, the prayer in which we say, please God, shelter us in your wings and save us from all the evil that surrounds us in the world. Hashkivenu, page 45.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom ve'hamirenu malkeinu lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom ve'hamirenu malkeinu lechayim. Shmor et tziteinu uvoeinu l'chaim u'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Ve'ad olam hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom ve'hamirenu malkeinu lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom ve'hamirenu malkeinu lechayim.
The people Israel shall observe Shabbat, maintaining it, this day that we are starting right now, as an everlasting covenant throughout all the generations. Vishamru, page 46.
Shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We rise, bottom of the page for the Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש מרבה, אמן. בעלמא יברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחי יחון ויום יחון ובחי לכל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן, אמן. יהי שמרה ומערך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח ויתבר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי לקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, נאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן, ואמרו אמן, ואמרו אמן, ואמרו אמן, אמן.
We turn to page 47 for the silent Amidah.
As you conclude the Amidah, we turn to page 51 and join together in Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל If you're joining us at home, put your arms around each other and let's join in Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh Shalom, Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh Shalom aleinu, Shalom aleinu, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Hu yaseh Shalom aleinu, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Hu yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh Shalom, Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh Shalom aleinu, Shalom aleinu, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Amen. Amen.
We take a moment now to say a Misha Berach, a prayer for healing. It's always a good time to say a prayer for healing, but I feel like especially now, it's really important to say this prayer. Inside back cover of your prayer book for the Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Leimoteinu. May the source of strength, Bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing for us and all those we love. Mi shebeirach avotenu bekor habracha leimotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Page 54, the Kaddish Shalom, you may be seated.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמד יברח חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, וחי יכון ומיכון וחי לכל בית ישראל, הגלה בזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן, יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך, וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי נקודשה בריחו, לעילה מכל מחדה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה, ואמרו אמן. תקבל צלותנו ואותנו כל ישראל, קודם אבוני בשמיה, ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן.
You could definitely be seated now. Shabbat Shalom. Last week, I was talking with a friend of mine who lives here in town, and after exchanging the usual, so how are you? How are you? She started saying all of this stuff that's going on. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's too much. And I said, yeah. Yeah. And her response, it's not so much what she said, but how she said it. She went like, Rabbi? And I said, what? Because I couldn't disagree with her. It is so much right now. You check your phone, you look at the news, you talk to friends or family, and you hear it, a lot of it. There's a global pandemic, a virus that's stalking us. Attacks on Jews, one synagogue vandalized after another, and it feels like no one else cares but us. And of course, the entrenched racism that stole black folks from Africa, enslaved them here, and now, so many years later, that same racism still exists to this very day, and there's so much more. So much more. She was expressing how overwhelmingly difficult it seems to fix all of these problems, that there are so many problems right now, and we have to fix all of them, and we do. And I kind of just acknowledged that, but what I think she wanted was for me to say something to make it all feel better. Because it feels like that it's not just there's a dark storm cloud hanging over the world right now. It kind of feels like the entire world is a dark storm cloud. I know. But I kept thinking, who has time to seek out rays of sun while in this cloud? There's so much work to be done. How can I, or we, in good conscience, take time away from the fight, from all the fights that we have going on right now against disease, against hatred, against so much hatred? How can we take time away from all that good work that needs to be done? But then I thought about my friend Sultan. I met Sultan 7 years ago when I was living in LA. I was in rabbinical school, and we are both part of a kind of a young professionals Muslim-Jewish dialogue group. And even among his fellow Muslims, Sultan stood out, not just because he was over 6 feet tall, and not just because he was born American and born Muslim and black. Sultan stood out because of his soul. He's what in Hebrew we would call adin. He's gentle. He's a gentle man, and he listens so well. When he listens to you, he's just trying to hear you. He's not listening so that he's waiting, really, so that he can talk. He really listens. And he's smart. God, he's smart. Sultan graduated from MIT. He's a documentary filmmaker, actually. He's shown at Sundance. And right now he's working on his PhD at USC. And when he's not in school, or doing all the other wonderful things he does, he is a bridge builder. Sultan is a bridge builder. He works to build peace between communities that historically don't get along. He de-escalates. He's basically Aaron from the Torah. 3 weeks ago, Sultan had a Facebook Live going. He was mediating between police and protesters in Santa Monica after the murder of George Floyd. And I watched Sultan in real time do what he does best. Because Sultan, this 6 foot, really over 6 foot, born American, born Muslim, black man, he believes in waging love, in waging peace, not war. The protesters and the police, they were becoming more and more agitated. You could see it in the video. And you see Sultan dashing back and forth between all these different parties, all these different groups. He's familiar to all sides. Everybody knew him there. He was trying to de-escalate the situation because he knows what happens if this kind of situation gets to play out. And you can watch him pleading with everybody there, pleading with the protesters, pleading with the police to just listen, to work with him to de-escalate this situation and disperse the crowd peacefully. And you watch him get arrested. And then the videos just stop coming. And the rest of the day, no one can find him. The jail says they have no record of him. Sultan resurfaces a day later. He had been detained in an airport hangar. He was handcuffed for hours with hundreds of others in a very small space. He probably had a sprained ankle from where he was shot with a rubber bullet. His voice was hoarse with tear gas. As he was explaining the horrific treatment he endured during his detention, he talked about being released at 4 a.m. on the side of the road, no wallet, no phone, no keys. But the worst part, Sultan says, the worst part was being handcuffed and being arrested. He's one of the few men in his family to have never been arrested, he says, and it's a point of pride with him. Sultan was a good kid, and he's a good man. He's adin. He's strong, and he's gentle. And he was arrested, and they treated him like a looter, which is a racist assumption and kind of underlines the whole thing. Sultan had every reason to be mad, to be angry at the situation that got him there and the situation he had been in, the endemic racism that he and we must fight against. But was Sultan mad? Absolutely. Absolutely he was mad. Of course he was mad. And Sultan has not stopped his work now in educating and mediating and fighting to end racism that taints all of us. Of course he's mad. But I want to tell you about his latest project, what he's been working on for the past couple days. It is a series of healing events, he calls them, full of music and dancing. He says it's dancing with holographs of my ancestors, and that is what he's doing. He literally dances, and it's actually quite beautiful, with holographs of his ancestors. It's joyous to watch. We need to stop focusing on death, Sultan says, and understand that it is about life, about Black people being able to live their best lives, and that means love, he says. Hashtag Black Lives Matter too. Hashtag wage love. Sultan knows that we live in a broken world, and our broken world needs to be fought for. And sometimes you feel angry. You need to feel angry. Sometimes you have to get mad. But you can't only be angry. You have to take the time to dance and to love and to celebrate and feel joy, to laugh and smile along with the tears. That was Korach's big mistake. We read this week, Korach led a rebellion against Moses and Aaron. Korach was consumed with anger. There was no end to his anger. And it wasn't even that he was wrong, per se, to be angry about what he was angry about, but it's that he refused to see, the Torah says, alongside his anger, the beauty of the world that he was being offered. He couldn't make room for beauty and joy and love alongside his grievances. When I look at the world around me, I see a world that is struggling with a virus that's getting worse, with anti-Semitism that is getting worse, with racism and all sorts of hatred that just won't die. And it makes me mad. And I think there's so much work to be done. Doesn't any time that I take to do anything else, to think about anything else, take away from these very important and serious issues, this very important and serious work? Sultan and the Torah would say no, that we must fight the good fight, yes, and still celebrate and love and find joy and beauty and goodness. As hard as it can be to see them sometimes, these things do still exist. They're in your life right now. Think of them. It might be hard to recall them, but you have to, or you'll end up like Korach, whose rebellion might have been true, and his rebellion might have been just even, but he could only see anger, and who was swallowed up by that darkness. And in this way, finding joy and love and beauty, recognizing them and celebrating them, they are as much a part of the fight to make this world better as all of our other efforts. Joy and love and beauty and happiness as their own way of fighting. The war that embroils us all has many fronts: disease, anti-Semitism, racism, hatred after hatred. And we each have to do our part to combat each of those. And while we do so, we have to remember to wage love too. Shabbat Shalom. Please rise, turn to page 56 for the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבת אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
And you may be seated. We extend our condolences this week to all who are in mourning, and we specifically remember the families of Maury Korb, Max Schiff, Shirley Zwern, Diane Bresner, Betty Arnowitz, Melvin Fradkin, and Zoltan Engel. If you are currently in mourning or if you are observing a yard site, please turn to page 58 for the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah Be'alma divrach yirotei ve'amlich malchutei b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'b'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam almei almaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh V'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shmei d'kudesha, brichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiram be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. You may be seated. May all of our loved ones' memories be for a blessing. We have some anniversaries and a very special birthday to announce. But first, anniversaries. With 30 years under their belts, Beth and Jeff Lefkowitz. Anniversaries, no? Okay. We'll clap. Allie will start law school. Johnny will start medical school later this summer. Jessica has 1 more year of engineering, and Kevin has 2 more years of rabbinical school. Wow. All 4 of them have grown up to be good, caring people, and you are very proud of them, as are we. What a family. 30 years, Beth and Jeff Lefkowitz. 34 years, Chris and Nora Joachim Brown. You are grateful to celebrate your 34th wedding anniversary with your son Evan, who lives in Austin, along with your parents, Sid and Lorraine Brown, Phyllis Joachim, and many brothers and Nora's twin sisters. When asked the key to staying together, you said, listen to each other, and when all else fails, just agree with her. I can't argue with that. And 34 years, it clearly works, so mazal tov, 34 years to Chris and Nora. To Barbie and Lenny Roth, 48 years. I know. Barbie and Lenny, you are pleased and thrilled to announce the birth of your first grandchild, Elliot Nathan Roth, on May 1st, 2020, in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. You are eagerly looking forward to holding him in the near future. You believe that a good, loving marriage needs respect, communication, and being married to your best friend. Couldn't agree more. Mazal tov, 48 years to Barbie and Lenny Roth. Rena and Harvey Zeidel, 59 years. At the end of last year, you went on a cruise with your close friends, and you were very much looking forward to spending 4th of July at your lake house with the family. Mazal tov to Rena and Harvey, 59 years. And just 1 year ahead of you, not that it's a contest. Rosalind and Melvin Kalmans, 60 years. This year, you celebrated your granddaughter's bat mitzvah. You were joined by friends and family in D.C. and from all over. For a wonderful occasion such as that, the 60 years has flown by. Wow. And you hope to be celebrating your twin grandson's bar mitzvah next April. Mazal tov, 60 years, Rosalind and Melvin Kalmans. And finally, with 68 years, wow, Marcia and Irving Wishnow. Marcia and Irving, you raise your glasses for a toast. We can all raise a glass, hypothetical glass. And you say, to good health, long life, lots of love and happiness, and together forever. What a sweet sentiment. I love it. Mazal Tov, 68 years to Marcia and Irving. And for all of our couples who are celebrating, whether you're celebrating 30 years or 68 years, I hope God gives you all the blessings God gives all of God's children, and especially long, loving relationships and all the goodness life has to offer. And let us all say, Amen. And I promised a birthday. We do have a birthday girl, Tammy Pye. Can I say the number? Tammy Pye is celebrating her 50th birthday with us tonight. Tammy is joined by her wife, Marcy, and her mother-in-law, Hava. It's wonderful to see you all, even if it's only from here up. I love it. This is good. I like this. A huge happy birthday to Tammy, and having you as a part of our congregational family is such a blessing for us, and I hope that we can be a blessing to you now and throughout your 50th year. So Mazal Tov on 50 wonderful years, and as an extension, Mazal Tov to your wife and your mother-in-law. Birthdays are fun. And on to some announcements. So I'm sure we can get that queued up. I'm gonna do a couple announcements, and then the cantor wants to talk about his concert. Does not want to talk about his concert. I'll talk about your concert. I don't have much to say other than it's going to be great. I'll do all the announcements. Get excited. First up, we have Pride Shabbat that is tonight because we are wrapping up Pride Month. Keshet is having their Zoom Pride Shabbat service at 7:30 p.m. If you would like to watch and be a part of that service, you do have to register to join that service. To register, you have to go to keshethouston.org. That's KESHET, Houston.org for Pride Shabbat. And we are so proud to be a part of that. Please continue to watch us either virtually. We love virtually. You can come still in person. You do have to pre-register, so you have to do that on the website. If you have some issues getting on the website, it's a little confusing. How do I log on? How do I know what's going on the website thing? We have virtual office hours every Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you are interested in registering for service and you don't know how, if you have questions about watching any of our programs, because we do so much virtually nowadays, feel free to get on to our virtual Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and we have our staff. They're literally sitting on there waiting for you, happy to answer questions, help you out. They can do screen share and they can mess around with your computer screen for you and let them do the work. They like it. Next, if you wanted to be a part of Shabbat Storytime with Rabbi Fort, and I don't blame you, we read King Solomon and the Bee. And you missed it because it was at 5. Luckily for you, it is recorded, and you can find it on our website, you can find it on our Facebook, and you can also find it on our YouTube channel. Every Friday at 5 p.m., we have something that is virtual, and it is for mostly like the younger kids, whether that's me or that's Jamel Birnbaum doing her sing-along, and then we also have a special Fifth Fridays musical guest that is open to the entire congregation, but you have to wait for the 5th Friday in the month, so you have to keep waiting a little longer. Next, Rabbi Morgan will be leading the Lunch and Learn this Thursday, July 2nd at noon on Zoom. So, Rabbi Strauss has been doing them, and now Rabbi Morgan is taking his turn as being the Lunch and Learn Rabbi. That's this Thursday, July 2nd at noon on Zoom. You just have to register, and you will be welcome to it. There is a concert coming up this June 28th with our wonderful esteemed cantor, who trusts me to talk about how great it is. It's going to be great. You should be a part of it. You can watch it on all of our usual platforms. Just make sure you get on there on time. And I know it's hard to imagine, but high holidays are sort of around the corner. So that means it is time for the honey fundraiser. Every year, 100 Jewish men offers honey for Rosh Hashanah. It makes a great gift on a regular year for your friends and your family, and especially this year when we are so far apart, so physically distanced. I think a nice gift of honey to let people know that you're thinking of them. It's a sweet gift. Come on. My dad would have appreciated that joke. All the proceeds from, thank you. I pay them. All the proceeds from our honey fundraiser go to benefit the youth of our shul and our school. We can ship to anywhere in the world. All the honey is delivered before Erev Rosh Hashanah in a package that includes a greeting from you. And the prayers to recite over apples and honey, it costs just $12 a jar, and that includes postage for anywhere in the USA. Order by July 22nd, and you avoid an additional shipping charge, so I would do it before July 22nd. You can find the link to order on the homepage of our website. That was the most nerve-wracking thing I had to do. And now we will turn to page 55. We'll rise. We'll join the cantor for the Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho b'yahava u'v'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron le'masei v'reishit, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. היבא ובחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. It was wonderful to see you, and it's wonderful to know that you're out there. Have a good night.